Yeah. Well, there goes my Bitcoin. My $10 of Bitcoin is doing really good. Hello, whoever's there. I'm inviting people, so feel free to invite your friends, invite your enemies. Very different kind of show today, I'm thinking. You'll see. Yo, you'll see, you fucking doubters. God. Shit talking motherfuckers. Oh, people. Who's here? Jenny, how are you? Can't see who else is there. Hey, how are you? Can't see who else is there. I got a relatively decent signal, I guess. One of my Wi-Fi mesh points has gone out. I need a new adapter for it. So, love the birds. Yes, the rains. It's been raining. It's kind of letting up, so the birds are doing their thing. A little bit of rain still in the forecast, but nothing like a lot of the rest of the country. And I hope y'all are doing well. Been big, insane storms and tornadoes and shit, and this is our piece of that storm coming. So we'll get ours. Ode to my coffee. How are you? Great name. Okay, you know what? Sometimes I just follow people because they have cool names. Oh wait, no, I wasn't inviting you. No, I'm not inviting you to go live. I'm trying to. Okay, don't answer the invitation. I'm just trying to follow you, man. What the fuck is your... Maybe you gotta make a comment or something. I don't know. I'm trying to follow you, but not working. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Now, Uncle Birch just lived several lives in one body. And in order to control myself from becoming schizophrenic, I gave different names to different parts of myself to control, so I didn't become schizophrenic or something. I have a magical name, in addition to my magical name, Uncle Birch. But also, once upon a time, I was known as Phil Free. Now, Phil Free is a name I borrowed from an anarchist punk band, from the lead singer of an anarchist punk band called Crass. I did not invent the name, but that Phil Free dude traveled the country and parts of the world, playing songs of revolution, protest songs that are much more valid now than when I wrote them back in the 90s. We were very woke. Nobody else was. Nobody else cared. I played stages all over the place. Probably the most interesting stage. They were all very interesting stages, but the most interesting one was the Round River Rendezvous for Earth First in 1996. There was this beautiful stage in the middle of a forest, and all day long people would pedal these bikes and charge car batteries for the evening's concert. Each day you would, go volunteer for a couple hours, pedal, charge the batteries that would run the PA system and the lights for that night's concert. A lot of people playing. That was probably the most interesting stage that I played, and definitely, a receptive audience, because that's exactly who all of my music was geared towards. Food Not Bombs, Earth First, the Industrial Workers of the World, Free Mumia, On and on Cop Watch, On and on Cop Watch, on and on and on. But my favorite stage has always been the streets. I was bussed 8 hours a day for at least 10 years, and I loved it. If when you got, maybe it's an ego boost, when you got some people sitting in some seats watching you play, well, they're kind of a captive audience, unless you piss them off enough to where they're actually going to leave. But when you stop somebody from shopping and they stop for your entire song, throw some change in or not, if you can stop somebody in their day, then you've done something. So TikTok can be kind of like busking. People scrolling on by, and whoa, hey, I like that song. Oh. Ah. He's pretty in tune. I grew up in a house of union organizers. And union organizers and delegates, and my dad was the secretary treasurer of the Teamsters up until, I don't know, about 7 years back, when he got caught doing some shady shit because he's a mobster. But I was raised with these certain union songs in the crib. They would sing me these songs in the crib. And there was this one guy, Utah Phillips. I knew him from the very crib. They played his songs to me. And then one day, on the tail end of that, when I came back from Headwaters Forest for the Round River Rendezvous, there was the Convention of the Industrial Workers of the World, which had been held in Chicago every year until that particular year was in Santa Cruz, California. And I ended up one of the opening acts for Utah Phillips. I met the guy. I lived a life in revolutionary circles where I met all of my heroes. And every one of them, guys, and were not my heroes anymore. It was crushing each fucking deal. And he's out there, he's pacing back and forth. I'm having a smoke. And hey, young fella, you're that Phil Free guy. Pacing back and forth, I'm having a smoke. And hey, young fella, you're that Phil Free guy. You got that Masturbate and Smash the State song, yeah? Yeah, I'm down here, I'm just trying to work off the jitters. I'm looking at this guy. Been playing more than my whole life. He has the jitters. I'm just staring at him. I'm just blown away. I'm a little high. Has the jitters. I'm just staring at him. I'm just blown away. I'm a little high. And on some pain medication, too. And he looks at me and goes, oh, young fella, you thought the jitters went away? He says, no, I'm here to tell you, they don't ever go away. They become the fuel that pushes you onto each stage. You learn to harness that energy, transform it into angst. And I said, fuck. Well, that's witchcraft. And one of the first songs I ever heard Utah Phillips sing was a song by T-Bone Slim. and it was called the Popular Wild 1900s. So you may have heard versions of it, but this was how it originally went. Well, I'm a mild-mannered guy, so I can be. I ain't doing nobody harm that I can see. Still on me they put a ban, or they throw me in the can. They go wild, simply wild over me. They go wild, simply wild over me. And I saw we would never agree. Never in my sleep, disturb my slumber deep. They go wild, simply wild over me. Yeah, that cop, he went wild over me. Held his gun where everyone could see. He was breathing rather hard when he saw my union card. He went wild, simply wild over me. And the judge went wild over me. And I saw that we would never dream. So let that man obey just what his conscience had to say. He went wild, simply wild over me. And the jailer went wild over me. Went wild over me. And he put me up and he threw away the key. Seemed to be the rage to throw me in a cage. And the wild, simply wild over me. They go wild, simply wild over me. I'm referring to the bed bugs and the fleas. In the stillness of my sleep, they disturb my slumber deep. They go wild, simply wild over me. Will the roses grow wild over me? As I've gone up to that land that is to be. In the stillness of my heart, when my soul and body parts, will the roses grow wild over me? Then God, he went wild over me. As I knelt down by that throne on bended knee. When they heard my awful yell, they shot me down to hell. Went wild, simply wild. Wild, simply wild. Wild, simply wild over me. That song's as old as the dirt. Hello, y'all. Uncle Birch, feel free, doing some digital busking for you. I want to do something a little different. So, invite your friends, invite your enemies. Thanks for all the love there. Before I got into activist music, somebody gave me a tape of Irish songs. And a lot of these Irish songs were very political. And it turned out that the guy that I was listening to and really just took a liking to was a guy named Christy Moore. You know, unbeknownst to me, the reason why his songs were so political, he wrote songs for the IRA in Ireland. And I always said, I will never go to Ireland to pursue my roots in Ireland because of the guy that I am. I know I would just join the IRA and never come back. So I've never gone to Ireland. I will probably never go to Ireland unless they are totally free, because 59 years old and I still got a lot of fight left in me. So this is a classic Irish tale, when the Irish rebels were sold into slavery in Australia, a place called Botany Bay. There it is. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. Australia bound, if we didn't all drown, the marks of the tethers we carry. In our rusty yard chains we cried for our wings, good woman we left in sorrow. As the mainsail unfurled, our curses we hurled on the English and the gods of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foil that foiled to the soil, just down below decks we were lying. He screamed, woken out of a dream, on a vision of poor Robert dying. The sun burned cruel, we fished out the groove, and O'Connor was down with a fever. 60 rebels today, bound for Botany Bay. How many will reach the receiver? Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, cursed in the hells, we bounced off the swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. My horses rode by as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we're now 43. I bury my comrades each morning. In our own slime, we're lost in the time. Endless nights without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Van Diemen's land is hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery. Where the climate is raw and the gun makes the law, neither wind nor rain can for bravery. 20 years have gone by, I've ended my bond. My comrades ghosts walk behind me. A rebel I came and I'll die the same. On the cold wind of night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. So that's how I started my music. Somebody gave me a guitar. I was going through, I was getting divorced from my first wife. Life was turned upside down. And a friend of mine handed me this guitar and started fucking around with this guitar. And My soon-to-be ex-wife and I, we faked it. We went to Thanksgiving at my mom's house and tried to act like nothing was going on, but my mom saw right through it. So she said, "So, what's going on with you?" I said, "Well, I'm leaving the police force, and I'm going to go on the road." And somebody gave me a guitar, and I started playing it, wrote some songs, learned some things, and I'm going to see what I can do with that guitar. And my soon-to-be ex-wife said, and exactly like this, "You'll never have the talent," in front of my mom at the Thanksgiving table. Remember that thing Utah Phillips, those of you that have been here the whole time, the thing that Utah Phillips told me about that harnessing something for fuel to push you onto the stage? To this day, I invoked her voice when I turned on the camera. That bitch has pushed me onto stages all over this fucking country and all over this world just to prove her wrong. I hope she ran across some of those songs, because a lot of them were inspired by her. Sure, it sounded like I was protesting the government, but no, I was pissed off at her. So you, the special children, let me give you the first song. First song I ever wrote. Oddly enough, it was about a guy that I met. His name was Birch. He's who I thought about when I chose my magical name. Once knew a man who wandered from place to place, never seemed tired or hungry, smile upon his face. I asked him why he was so happy, how life could be so good. He told me his philosophy, the things for which he stood. Love is my law and truth is my religion. Share with those less fortunate everything I'm given. I won't be sold to slavery, won't be beaten down. Keep my head up in the clouds, feet on the ground. All the time I knew him, he always seemed so free. Never harmed a living thing, spoke so peacefully. Always spoke from his heart, never told me lies. When he looked upon another, love was in his eyes. Love is my law and truth is my religion. Share with those less fortunate everything I've given. I won't be sold to slavery, won't be beaten down. Keep my head up in the clouds, feet on the ground. One day I went to see him, found that he was gone, leaving behind his few belongings he had just begun. Never said where he was going, but somehow I knew he had gone wherever his dreams had led him to. Love is my law and truth is my religion. Share with those less fortunate everything I'm given. I won't be sold to slavery, won't be beaten down. Keep my head up in the clouds, feet on the ground. Keep my head up in the clouds, feet on the ground. Probably weren't expecting that one from me. I hope this becomes a new Sage song. Oh, thank you. Tamara, I'm sorry, I get I channel a lot of emotion through this, so my eyes are very blurry right now. Thanks for all the gifting and the liking. Wow, look at that shit. Uncle Bert's coming live from New Orleans, where I thought I would mix it up a bit. And rather than just sit down and talk about witchcraft, I could just tell you that every so often. You can get over there to gumroad.com/witchschool, WITCHSKEWL, and learn witchcraft from an actual bard, a modern style actual bard, but from the traditional bardic craft. So, I played the stage with a lot of people that are not on the stage anymore. And some of them passed. But their songs should never pass. And why is it called retrograde impetus? That's a good question. Hold on a second. Into my ear. Yes. Well, like I said, I don't know if you were here, but I was a busker. And I was in the city of Santa Cruz. I just broke out the guitar and started playing one day. And the shop owner called the cops on me. And I was kind of pissed about that, having been a former cop, having somebody utilize the police force to deal with me, rather than just speak to me as a human being. Because as an anarchist, I don't need a cop to tell me what to do. But a human being coming up, that shop owner had come up and say, hey, you know, you're really loud in my store. I've already heard your song like 20 times today. Can you please move on? I would do it. But that didn't happen for a very long time. So I came out there for 8 hours a day and I busted fucking butt of my head with every store. And I pushed for my fucking hour. I got an hour on each spot, and then I had to move, 2 blocks, and then I could do it again, and I would do it all day, and I'd come back, I'd do my hour over there, and then I'd come back to these people over here that fuck with me, and this went on for a very long time, until one day, we had this pirate radio station, right? Those of you that know me, and we sent one of our reporters, who was very straight-looking, went in with a tape recorder rolling into this shop, following the police in who'd been called on me. And I'll remember it to this day. The cop said to the shop owner, they said, well, I understand your frustration, man, but what you've got to understand, what you have out there, that's Phil Free. Phil Free is an activist in all kind of groups here. He has his own pirate radio station. If you mess with him, he's going to be putting out stories about your shop all day, every day on his radio station, and he's going to show up every day and play in front of your store until you just leave him alone. We have found, 10 years of dealing with Mr. Phil Free, best policy, leave him alone and he'll go home. Success. Took 10 years for me to get that point across. Just don't fuck with me. And then about a week later, I had a shop owner come out who had called the cops on me like 30 fucking times. And they just asked me nicely, politely, to move along. So I did that. I moved along. And that was a success. So my entire impetus for playing those streets was because they fucked with me. Just don't fuck with me. So, at any rate, a lot of the other musicians I met on the revolutionary musician circuit of the mid-90s was a guy named Robert Hoyt. And 2 of his songs I never forgot. And even though he has passed on, I personally am going to keep his work alive. This song is one of the most important songs that I've ever run across. And I have taught it to each of my children in the crib. And hopefully they'll remember it. And it's called Little Star. There's a star in the night sky, tiny lights, seems insignificant, not very bright, but it's the most important star in the sky. If you listen, you'll understand why. It's the tip of the handle, the little bear's tail. Even behind the clouds shines without veil. In its hemisphere, wherever you roam, this tiny light helps you find your way home. And when you see this star, think about me, the times we had and times yet to be. Look for the star, I know you do. I'll be watching this star and thinking of you. Take a picture and hold it in your mind's eye. So when the walls close in, you can still see the sky. There's a few things on which you can depend. This little star shines without end. It's the tip of the handle, the little bear's tail. Even behind the clouds, it shines without fail. In its hemisphere, wherever you roam, this little star helps you find your way home. When you see this star, think about me, the times we had and times yet to be. Look for the star, I know you do. I'll be watching the star, thinking of you. There's a star in the night sky, a tiny light, seems insignificant, not very bright, but it's the most important star in the sky. If you listen, you'll understand why. It's the tip of the handle, the little bear's tail. Even behind the clouds, it shines without fail. The little bear's tail. Even behind the clouds, it shines without fail. In its hemisphere, hemisphere, wherever you roam, this little star helps you find your way home. When you see this star, think about me and the times we had, times yet to be. Look for the star, know you do. I'll be watching the star, thinking of you. I'll be watching the star, thinking of you. Robert Hoyt, the late great Robert Hoyt. You can find his songs on YouTube or on his Mind's Eye webpage. Okay, and this is another one of his. Now, like I told you, these are revolutionary activists that I've been singing you. That song was pretty mellow, but here's one. Works in any age right now. This is Robert Hoyt, Your Rules. Well, we prayed for your collapse. We accepted your table's scraps. Hoping beyond hope you'd drop a bone. We accepted your table's scraps. Hoping beyond hope you'd drop a bone. But it's a fixed game, played in your court of shame. Consider this your wake-up call. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. You set up the hoops for us to jump through, and you set up some more. What do you take us for fools? We're gonna use all our tools. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. For the letters that we wrote, we never forgot to vote. We lobbied till our faces turned blue. We worked in our spare time, and we never made a dime. While you got paid well for what you do. We ain't pulling by your rules anymore. You set up the hoops for us to jump through, and you set up some more. What do you take us for fools? We're gonna use all our tools. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. And we prayed for your collapse, accepted your table scraps, hoping beyond hope you'd drop a bone. But it's a big scheme, played in your court of shame. Consider this your wake-up call. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. You set up the hoops for us to jump through, and you set up some more. What do you take us for fools? We're gonna use all our tools. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. We ain't playing by your rules anymore. Robert Hoyt. And I always wish that Robert Hoyt would write more than 2 verses for each of his songs. Both those songs are 2-verse fucking songs. Hello, y'all. Who you got in there? All kind of people. Santa Morte Witch, how are you? Uncle Birch. Coming to you live from New Orleans. Playing some fucking guitar. I don't know what I'm gonna play. Not like I wrote up a song list or anything. Let's see, another one of these high capo and fucking songs. Let's see. Now, a lot of songs get changed for political reasons a lot. And some may be familiar with a little ditty called When Johnny Came Marching Home. Very patriotic. Johnny came marching home again, Johnny came marching home again, Well, very, very patriotic, pro-war song. That was not the song. This was the original. Bayou, while on the road to sweeter Bayou, while on the road to sweeter Bayou, a stick in me hand and a drop in me eye. Fair young maiden, I heard cry, Johnny, I hardly knew you. With your drums and guns, guns and drums, hurroo. Darling dear, my darling dear, you look so queer, Johnny, I hardly knew you. I got totally lost. Where are those eyes that look so mild? Hurroo, hurroo. Where are those eyes that look so mild? Hurroo, hurroo. Where are those eyes that look so mild? Why did you run from me and the child, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. With your drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. With your drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Your drums and guns, the enemy nearly slew you. My darling dear, you look so queer, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Where are those legs that used to run? Hurroo, hurroo. Where are those legs that used to run? Hurroo, hurroo. Where are those legs that used to run when first you went to carry a gun? Well, I fear you dancing days are done, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Now you haven't an eye, you haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. You haven't an eye, you haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. You haven't an eye, you haven't a leg, you're an eyeless, boneless chicken with egg. Way after you put in a basket of bag, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. We're guns and guns, hurroo, hurroo. We're guns and guns, hurroo, huroo. We're guns and drums, the enemy nearly slew you. My darling dear, full of fear, Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, author unknown on that particular number. Sup Haru. Now I've only played like, I think one of my songs here so far, but you can find those on YouTube. Actually, you can find a lot of them on here. I posted several of them on my TikTok page that didn't get taken down. I think even Masturbate and Smash the States stayed up there, but I'm not going to play that. Let me see what's going on with all you fine folk here. Eric. Oh, thank you. Clapping. Digital clapping for the digital busking. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Looking for capo songs, cause similar chords too. Another guy I met out on the circuit, nicest guy I'd ever met, from Billingham, Washington, I believe. Dana Lyons actually did make some money. He was an activist musician, but he did write a song one time called Cows with Guns, and that made it onto the charts. That was on all the country stations and everywhere, but he was more known for songs like this one. It's called The Tree. Found it. Okay, I got it. I got it. There's a river running near me. Watch that river change and grow. For 800 years I have stood here, through the wind, the fire, and the snow. I have seen great glaciers melting. I've heard the lone wolf cry, but now I hear bulldozers coming, and I know it's time to die. Tell me who will house the owl, who will hold that river shore, who'll take a refuge in my shadow, when my shadow falls no more. I've seen the salmon return in summer. I have met a lightning eye to eye, but now I hear bulldozers coming. Who'll take a refuge in my shadow, when my shadow falls no more. My shadow falls no more. There's a river running near me. I watched that river change and grow. For 800 years I've stood here, through the wind, the fire, and the snow. I have seen great glaciers melting. I watched young eagles learn to fly, but now I hear bulldozers coming. Tell me who will house the owl, who will hold that river shore. sure who'll take refuge in my shadow when my shadow falls no more. When my shadow falls no more. Screw up the ending piece. I feel that. So yeah, I met him at the Earth First Round River Rendezvous, so that was a very appropriate song to be singing. Yes, yes. All right. Let's lose the capo for a minute. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. I know, you tell me. Some of the songs I sing, aren't they more appropriate now? I mean, maybe you weren't around in the 90s, but you know, we were the only ones woke. We're trying to wake people. It wasn't working. Yes, patterns. So this will be one of mine. I joined Earth First as a saboteur, a monkey wrencher. Yeah, I also played songs. I also ran pirate radio stations. I wore many hats when I was a revolutionary. I had many, many jobs that I had to do. But part of my job was literally out in the forest, breaking machinery of destruction. Literally stopping the machines from being able to kill the forest. We called it direct action. And so for my first time at the Earth First Rendezvous, I wrote this song because it had become controversial. Even though Earth First was known for these types of things, this is also the time when they came up with a new term called eco-terrorist, which I am definitely on the FBI's list for that to this day. But no people were harmed, only machinery of death. But within Earth First, maybe we'd been infiltrated by the FBI, but people started saying really stupid stuff in Earth First. They started standing up against, because we were nonviolent, right? That was really important to be nonviolent. No violence against machinery, they said to me. I said, you can't be violent to a piece of machinery. A piece of machinery has no soul. If that piece of machinery is going to kill something that does have a soul, I'm going to kill the machine. So, wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here we go. Some people believe in carrying signs as a way to bring about change. Others feel we can stop that great big wheel if enough of us whine and complain. But I believe in sabotage. They won't listen, what more can you do? I believe in sabotage to make my dreams come true. But some people will say you should be put away for destroying their precious property. Well, it don't matter now, while Mother Just who are they trying to screw? I believe in my heart that we all do our part. We take a whack at the big killing machine. Its gears will stop turning, carcinogens stop burning. Yes, I have a dream. Oh, I believe in sabotage. They won't listen. What more can you do? I still believe in sabotage to make my dreams come true. That was one of mine. I liked it? You liked it? All right. Well, definitely not a huge crowd, but as I said, of all the stages that I have played, my favorite stage was the street. Also because I could just go there and do whatever I wanted to, and I didn't have to schedule anything, and I didn't have to prepare ahead of time. But when you have a captive audience, it's not a big enough ego boost for me. It doesn't really do it for me to move a captive audience, people sitting in seats. But if you can stop a person from shopping, even just for a minute, for one song, you can stop a person in their tracks. Oh God, TikTok, shut up. Maybe hit the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing because it says I've been on for 1,000,000 hours. No, I haven't. So, you few people, several people have stopped. But you people that are stopping in while scrolling, it's kind of like busking. Okay, you're scrolling. You go, oh, hey, I like that song. Yeah, Colette on the Victorian Doll. Hey, how are you? Wait, am I still following you? I haven't seen you pop up in my feed forever. Looks like we are still friends. Okay, cool. How you doing? Thinking. Oh, thank you. I never know really, how it's going to work. Just on my phone, if the microphone's going to be good or what. Then so I'm trying to project at the phone to get over the guitar. So hopefully it's working. Not something I don't think I've ever done. Live restricted. Oh fuck yeah! I did not smoke on camera. Fuck you, man. You guys suck. That's unions. All right, union songs. They did this to me, okay? I was set up to be who I was because they played me these radical union protest songs in my crib. They knew what was going to happen. They knew it. And this is by Joe Hill. You should know who Joe Hill is. If you don't, please go look him up later if you don't. Joe Hill was, I believe, a Swedish immigrant to this country, and he joined the industrial workers of the world upon getting here. And one time, they got arrested at a free speech protest. And this is why I don't like the Salvation Army to this day. The Unionists were protesting on the street, and the bosses hired the Salvation Army to stand right next to them and play really loud with, you've seen the imagery with the big bass drum and all that, and try and drown out the Unionists singing church hymns and shit. So that night while they were in jail, Joe Hill had plenty of time on his hand. He rewrote all of the church hymns that he had heard into Union songs, into protest songs. He was the first person to ever do that. Every time you've heard a protest song rewritten on top of over a church hymn, that's because Joe Hill did it first. And this was the first one, first time. So the next night, so they were in jail all night, got out the next day, out there protesting again. Salvation Army comes out and breaks out their songs, and Joe Hill had written the lyrics out like 100 times on little sheets of paper and handed them out to everybody. And when the Salvation Army started singing their church hymn, the Wobblies got to sing back with this. Long-haired preachers come out every night, try to tell you what's wrong and what's right. But when asked about something to eat, they answer in voices so sweet. You will eat. What? Oh my God, what are you fucking doing? Fucking TikTok, what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a song and do it again. Long-haired preachers come out every night, try to tell you what's wrong and what's right. But when asked about something to eat, they answer in voices so sweet. You will eat by and by that glorious land above the sky. Work and pray, it'll be okay. Work and pray, it'll be okay. Oh God. Work and pray, it'll be okay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die. That's a lie. If you work hard for family and spouse, try to make a down payment on your house. Well, you're a sinner and a bad man, they tell. When you die, you'll sure go to hell. But you will eat by and by that glorious land above the sky. Just work and pray, it'll be okay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die. That's a lie. Working folk of all countries unite. Together for freedom we'll fight. And when the wealth of this world we have gained, to our bosses we'll sing this refrain. You'll eat by and by. You will eat by and by. When you learn how to cook and how to fry, just chop some wood, it'll do you good. You'll eat the sweet by and by. You'll eat in the sweet by and by. That ain't no lie. So Joe Hill, 1902, I believe. He wrote that song. He was the first person to Yeah, you know what? First person to rewrite church hymns into songs. So this one might just end the broadcast, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I'm sure I got more. 1997, I believe it was. I was about to get on stage with my band. We were playing an industrial hemp thing. Very sedate bands, a lot of hippies, that kind of thing. We were the radical act, going to get up there. So in the parking lot with my band, I whipped up this little song in about 10 minutes. Three verses, 3 chords, taught it to my band really fast, and this one might be the one that gets me kicked off the air today. Let's see. This is one of mine, and it is called Burn, and you can find this song on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, look at my channel, and search Just Kiddin'. That's no T, no G, Just Kiddin'. And you'll find a lot of my songs. One just makes me think more than the fuel and the food and the paper and the stuff that we could drink. The more we can do with it than all we can sell. I heard the flag was made of marijuana, and that's why it burned. Maybe that's why it burned so well. Burn it today, burn it tonight, burn it in a big old pile so the neighbors can see the light. Burn it with me and taste our destiny. We'll burn it together, you and me. All the things to do with marijuana, we can plant it in the ground, plant it in the forest and in the meadows and right in the middle of town. There'll be no one there to stop us, no one to tell. I heard the flag was made of marijuana, and that's why it burns so well. Burn it today, burn it every night. Burn it in a lot of days so we all can see the light. Burn it with me every day at 420. We'll burn it together, you and me. We'll burn it together, you and me. Still here. Lightning detected 6.2 miles away. Okay, I think I already heard the thunder. Genesis 1. Yes, I got that straight from the Bible. Absolutely. Uncle Birch, coming alive from New Orleans, at least a couple of you, like Lux Lady Crystal, been loyal, faithful audience today. I don't know who else has been there the whole time. It fluctuates, but again, if I got you to stop scrolling for just a minute, I'm all right with that, man. Plans for men to enjoy. Yes, absolutely. Oops. that was a little bit on camera. I'm just listening to the birds singing right now. Uncle Bert's coming alive from New Orleans. I'll see if I got a couple more songs that I remember. Even some of my own songs are hard to remember there. Let's see what I got. Let's see what we got. Found it. Well, the cops didn't beat me today, hit me on the head. Well, the cops didn't kill me today for all the shit I said. And I got 32 minutes, 47 seconds of free speech and counting. Well, I got popped for my food stamps today, I can get high. Got popped for my food stamps today, now I can get by. Well, I stole from the government with a smile on my face. So have a happy fucking day, fucking happy day, happy fucking happy, have a happy fucking day, such a fucking happy day. Oh, stop him! He's getting happy. Well, the cops came by, I had a little discussion with me just a little while ago, don't you know? And always the same discussion, you see, around and around we go. Where it stops, everyone within 10 blocks seems to know. Said in America there's some things you cannot say, Phil. In America there's some things against the law to say. Other things there's laws requiring you to say them in certain places at certain times, when required by a certain authority figures. Like you can't shout fire in a crowded theater, Phil. You can't shout fire in a crowded theater. You can't say you're gonna kill the president. Oh, and the really important one, you can't say the word fuck in public. No, you can't say the word fuck in public, Phil. As a matter of fact, if you were to say the word fuck in public, you'd be violating Section 415 of the California Penal Code, subsection 2, which clearly reads, using language in public likely to provoke a violent response. Language in public likely to provoke a violent response. Well, officer, I've done all kind of fucking. I've done some dirty, sweaty fucking. I've done some nasty BDSM fucking. All the kinds of fucking that I've done. I never really felt violent about it, even with the BDSM shit. So, but I don't know, officer. Maybe there's something about the way you fuck. Maybe there's something about the way I fuck. Somebody seems to be getting it fucking wrong. So, I can't say fuck in front of the children. Can't say fuck in front of the children. That's the important part of the message that he gave me. But you can sell bombs and missiles to the children all day long. Bombs and missiles in their cereal boxes and no one seems to care. You can say, hey kids, we make the best damn bombs and missiles anywhere. Well, everyone wants to get their hands on an American-made killing device because we make the best killing devices known to man. But we can't make a toaster, a stereo, or a TV. But when it comes to blowing shit up, kids, man, we can blow shit up better than anybody else can blow shit up for $5 billion. Pinpoint accuracy, dropping our cruise missiles on your intended target with pinpoint accuracy. You say, kids, you know, your grandparents slaved their whole lives away to buy more weapons of mass destruction for the machinery of destruction. Chase this thing called mutually assured destruction. Mutually assured destruction goes like this, kids. Not like that. Not like this. Okay, I'm the mythical bad guy far across the pond. And theoretically, hypothetically, I've got a theoretical hypothetical gun pointed at your head. I'm threatening to shoot. What are you gonna do? Now you've got a choice of picking up a theoretical hypothetical gun, and since we're, playing this on the screen, I'm going to assume that you're gonna grab that theoretical hypothetical gun. Here we are, pointing our theoretical hypothetical guns at each other. Nobody's gonna shoot. So, but I didn't tell you one. I'm America. I got a stockpile of theoretical hypothetical guns. So I got two, and you pick up two. And then we got two theoretical hypothetical guns pointing at each other when they're not going to shoot, because that is the beauty of mutually assured destruction. What kept us safe all this time. Now you got the choice. Do you pull the third hypothetical gun? Or don't you? Okay, you do. There we are. 3 guns, 2 hands, do the math. Have a happy fucking day. Happy fucking day. Happy fucking happy. Have a happy fucking day. A fucking happy day. Oh! So happy I just came on myself. Well, I don't want you to get me wrong. I got a kid of my own. Every day I had to say to her, hey, honey, when it comes to fucking, when the time comes, want you to fuck the partner of your choice, the gender of your choice, the species of your choice. And if anybody doesn't like your choice, don't fuck them, okay? Have a happy fucking day, fucking happy day, happy fucking happy, have a happy fucking day, such a fucking happy day. Oh, I'm so fucking son of a bitch, and fuck you up the ass. Good afternoon, TikTok.